South Africa's police service has been plunged into fresh controversy after crime intelligence head Lieutenant General Dumisani Khumalo told Parliament that almost the entire Gauteng SAPS may be compromised by criminal cartels. These are explosive allegations made during testimony before the ad hoc committee in Cape Town, raising urgent questions about corruption, trust, and law enforcement integrity. What Khumalo told Parliament. On Thursday, Khumalo appeared before the Parliamentary Ad Hoc Committee, which is investigating claims of criminal infiltration and political interference within South Africa's police and justice system. In his testimony, he delivered a stark warning. Internal risk assessments and intelligence analysis indicate that highly trained members of the Gauteng police force are allegedly working on behalf of criminal cartels, not only in their official capacity but outside of duty hours. According to Khumalo, covert operations meant to dismantle organized crime have repeatedly been sabotaged, with sensitive intelligence leaking to suspects and even police vehicle details appearing on social media. The implication, he said, is a systemic compromise rather than isolated incidents. Depth of the allegations. The claims go far beyond isolated corruption. Khumalo explained that during a risk and threat assessment carried out in 2024, his team discovered that cartel information often reached suspects before police operations began. This forced crime intelligence to seek specialized support from units outside Gauteng, including the Political Killings Task Team and the Special Task Force. Officials alleged to be compromised include highly trained combat members who, according to Khumalo, were observed operating in alignment with cartel members during investigations, leading some criminal suspects to openly recognize them from prior work together. What sparked the investigation? The inquiry gained momentum after the murder of engineer Armand Swart in Vereeniging. A prosecutor raised concerns in August 2024 about threats faced by investigating officers and about key ballistics evidence being excluded from case files, factors that prompted a deeper counterintelligence probe. When it became clear that official resources were compromised, Khumalo's team merged with the Gauteng Organized Crime Investigation to create a combined task force known as GCI Ops. Yet, even then, the team encountered resistance and sabotage. Khumalo's account also notes that some cartel members were seen wearing official police combat uniforms, a detail he says illustrates the severity of the infiltration. Cartel figures and operations. While Khumalo did not identify all individuals involved, he referenced operations targeting suspects including Katiso Amoketi Molefe and Vusimuzi Kat Matlala, both linked to organized crime and currently facing various charges including murder and kidnapping. The committee also heard that these figures often learned about police movements before operations began, a sign, Khumalo says, of inside information flowing out. Broader context. Prior commission testimony. These latest allegations follow months of testimony by Khumalo before the Matlanga Commission of Inquiry, where he described similar threats to SAPS integrity, including alleged political influence over the disbandment of specialized crime units. On that earlier platform, he also linked criminal syndicates to tender fraud, cross-border hijackings and contract killings, claims that went beyond simple corruption and into organized crime capturing elements of the state. Parliamentary response. In Cape Town, MPs questioned how law enforcement agencies could function effectively if senior officials and ordinary officers alike were compromised. Members of various parties called for urgent action, increased oversight, and independent investigations. The ad hoc committee is expected to continue hearings in the coming weeks as Parliament seeks clarity on the extent of alleged cartel influence and whether SAPS leadership did enough to prevent it. This is a developing story.